we're just hanging out, you know. I already talked. I had a meeting this week with John. I'm having a meeting. I had a meeting with Pat. I have a meeting. Oh, I had a meeting with Dylan too. I've addressed all the issues, and we're gonna work together. Or they're gonna be fired. It's gonna be good.
Max, are we back online on Twitch?
We go offline.
Oh,
Great.
people can deal with it.
Deal with it, everyone.
Yes, who's back? I think I was roofied the other night.
Do you want to tell a story about how you were roofied?
Yeah, sure. I'll tell a story. You know, maybe a little more fun than whatever the hell we're talking about. Went to the bar the other night. Had a few bevs. You know, like 3 or 4. Usually, I'm pretty good after 3 or 4. Remember going to the washroom, and then I remember waking up 4 hours later in my bed, and I have no recollection of what happened. My friends didn't know. I left the bar. I was roofied, and you know, I think I was sexually assaulted.
Who would want to roofie you, though?
Well, just look at me. Like, really, just look at me.
I didn't know Nicole was inside the States already.
Rip.
So yeah, getting roofied is fun. I almost died in carbon monoxide poisoning yesterday.
Oh yeah. Tell that story, Jack.
This is actually a pretty good story. I haven't really told the whole thing yet. So, you know, sleep in. It's like 7:30 in the morning. A little bit. Had a few babs the night before, so it's just, you know, sleeping it off, and hear the CO detector start going off. So we're like, usually, so it's gone off in the past, so we just think it's a false alarm. So we just go unplug it and then plug it back in and go back upstairs and go to bed. And then 2 hours later, both of our carbon monoxide detectors went off, and we're like, all right, well, you know, this could be an issue, right? Like, people die, right? So I called the landlord, and the maintenance guy showed up, which is, you know, reassuring. And he's got this detector in his hand, and he walks in, and he was hard to get here. He was like, "Are you sure it's an emergency?" I'm like, "I don't know, just be safe." So he walks in, and he's got his detector, and it's one of those ones where it starts to beep really quickly when it detects carbon monoxide. And as soon as he walked in, it went batshit crazy. And he stared at it, and he looked at it, and he was like, "This is not good." So he stepped back outside to make sure it wasn't just his detector. It went off when he went outside, came back inside, went off again. And he's like, he's pretty casual about it. He's like, "You guys should probably leave." So, you know, we left, and he called the fire department. Fire department showed up, did a few tests. Turns out, you know, carbon monoxide in the house. Spent the rest of the day at the hospital. Almost
you have to have nothing.
Instituted the Separation of Powers Act. It was good. It was good.
The fire marshal say if there was any purpose, like someone purposefully tampered with.
Purposeful.
I think U.S. District is attacked.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, you're getting roofied, carbon monoxide poisoning, like, U.S. District is targeting you.
They're onto you.
Somebody's after me.
You're just on the Habbo Hotel.
Couldn't spend the night at my own place. Didn't mind, though. Yeah. You know.
You need... Who needs a house when you have a cup of gin right on the side?
Perfect, right? Yeah. People die right. I like that quote.
That's nice.
Twitch question for Shish Kebab. Fucking stupid. I don't know why I'm asking it. How do you chew 5 gum?
That's worse.
Oh, I chew it quite. I kind of like start off soft. You know, I want it to get nice and juicy in my mouth. And then as soon as I start to get the right texture, I just start going ham at it. Yeah, that's how I chew 5 gum. I know who sent that question.
Great answer. The person that said they were demoted and that they're trying to get promoted, your TIG's reduced if you're a drill sergeant in the drill sergeant school. And if you got demoted and you don't think it's fairly, you can contest the demotion.
We have an excellent...
Yeah, let's rewind that.
Great questions.
Great. We got any good ones, or?
Well, this is just Twitch chat. I'm saving the Ask FM for near the end. Jack, you wrote on the agenda, our officers continue to exceed expectations.
Ooh.
Was I drunk when I wrote this? What the hell does that mean?
Most
Wait,
likely.
offices, not officers.
Offices. Oh yeah, it goes back to performance appraisals.
Are you drunk, Skander?
I can't answer that question. So that's all you have to say. They did well.
Yeah, like every office except the NCA got at least an 80%. Holy Christ!
USA.
You
know.
What else did I put on this agenda? This mysterious agenda.
Recent. It's not called boot camp training, but recent boot camp training change.
Oh, is that
What do we call that program?
the Above and Beyond? Yeah.
I like
Above
that
and
name. I
Beyond.
came up with it.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was good. I think it's cool. I don't know if it's cool, but it's going to help with retention. I think. What do you guys think?
I don't know. Like, just imagine a bunch of Cat 9s at PV2 walking around
That better not happen.
erect.
I swear to God, that better not happen.
Well, okay. One of the questions in the boot camp is, what positions aren't you allowed in? So they have to remember like 3 different names, and if they remember that, they can't be completely retarded.
Completely.
Yeah,
don't use
At a reasonable level of retardation.
exactly.
Speaking of boot camp, I had this one guy. One of the questions is who owns the room, and there was this one guy who came in like 4 times, and he kept saying the owner of the room is the Builders Club warehouse.
I get that because everything in this room is owned by the Builders Club warehouse.
It sounds like
I think it's pretty funny. That's a good joke.
Just imagine someone going out there and just making a room control like Builders Club warehouse and like copying
probably
It's a
already
good
been
ass
done.
competition.
Pretty sure Habbo's already done that.
bubblegum confirmed.
There's like
It's a
a
rough
dog fight
podcast. I
going
apologize.
out front of my house.
We don't have a lot to talk. Can we talk about recent suggestions? Are there any decent suggestions to talk
I've
about?
already ruled on almost all of them. I'm going to rule on that skin
There's
tone one.
skin tones, which
I'll rule in
Zach
favor.
suggested. I'm in favor of it because they all look realistic.
If somebody changes the graphic, I'll do it right now. But that's
You
why I
know,
haven't done anything.
Is Max awake?
I have no problem with color.
Max, wake up.
Yeah, I think.
I can't even see those colors, so I just guessed.
The dogs are
Oh, yeah, like just all the colorblind people are just like,
Who's
that looks great to me.
like having a full-on conversation in the background? Like,
It's
mute
just
your mic for a bit.
trying to. Brother's having a furious shouting match on his Xbox One.
Tell him to shut the hell up.
So
You're
I'm
busy.
still looking at the fact that Rue told someone on a suggestion that we already have the same shoes for the ACU policy, and then people still piled on after her and said, "Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a great idea."
I don't
I
get-
was
don't get
wasn't
that
the only
suggestion.
one. I think Max said like those shoes are allowed to, so I have no idea what the dude's actually suggesting.
He's suggesting the same policy. This is like me saying, "Can we have a Secretary of Defense?"
I've just noticed I've been wearing the wrong uniform ever since the military opened. Like I've accidentally been wearing loafers with my ACU. I actually have just noticed this.
Right on.
Interesting.
He
I'll
made a
keep
comment
them
on the loafers too.
I'll keep
It's
them
like-
on, corruption.
We are the most corrupt military around, don't you know?
Confirm.
Believe
He's
that.
selling ranks.
Yeah. You got money?
Great.
What? Look at that. What's that Habbo question? What's
Pink
next?
ACUs.
ACUs.
Perfect. That sounds great.
I
Shut
second
your
that.
mouth. Shut your mouth. You know who I am. Don't talk.
How about we just not let you Sarek wear a uniform? That sounds better. I think that
I
works.
need to wash this shirt now.
Oh,
Anyways.
Jack, can you talk about the whole communication with Habbo for military changes and that kind of shit?
Oh yeah. So a couple weeks ago, I guess it was like 3 weeks ago, I had a one-on-one with Mr. Croissant, and sent them all our feedback, and we had talked about a few other things that I'm not supposed to talk about right now. And then they put that poll in place, and they put that form up, and then we went Then they had a staff meeting with representatives from militaries that actually matter. And Max went, I think. Was that Max? Or, no. David. We sent David?
Why would you send David? No offense, but why would you?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't really clue into that. Why did you send David?
I think he sort of invited himself
Right on, bud.
Came in water
as like
gun
a
it.
SECDEF official.
Yeah,
Came
so
in.
I read that chat log. That was a waste of a time of a meeting. But I think we're going to see change. I think they're coming out with something in May. I also think I disconnected.
Nope. You're still
No?
there.
All right. Just got real quiet, eh? Yeah. So
Imagine
May. Talk to me in May.
May.
I
How much is that?
I'm
March,
just
right?
your dad?
Sent David.
hoping that we get more furniture and clothing that is actually beneficial for us.
A lot of stuff in the group meeting. A lot of the stuff everybody came up with that wasn't from SecDef was all development stuff that they can't do. So we'll see what comes out of that. But in terms of clothing and furniture, I think we'll see some stuff that we talked about.
Better see some ass chaps on the Habbo floor soon.
If they bring ass, here's a campaign promise. If they bring ass chaps, I will allow them as part of the uniform.
Oh yeah.
Right on.
I'm holding you to that one.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to
Fair
see Stando and ass chaps.
Yeah, no
Rock
Monica
those
does.
ass chaps.
You went quiet, eh?
I'm reading
Blushing.
the action proposals. I didn't even know one of these existed.
He's picturing himself wearing ass chaps.
He's like
Give him a
Googling.
moment.
He's shopping on Amazon for a pair of ass chaps.
He's gonna Photoshop it now.
Oh, you guys don't even want to see what Monica's messaging me now.
Vision
Now
you.
Monica's picturing it.
Let's keep it PG.
PG.
Can we talk about the action proposals?
Which ones?
Okay, so there's the Wait, where is it? I forget the name.
Traditional.
No,
The
no,
one that David.
Oh, judicial
Right on.
transparency. I think
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah,
that one.
that's a good one. I like that one.
I didn't even see that one. Why hasn't this been enacted before? You should be able to see the evidence that gets you demoted.
Yeah, I thought that
It's
would just be
sometimes-
some like
it's-
common courtesy.
Top sec.
Well, the only thing I'm worried is if when they show you the evidence, you can see like who sent it in. So let's say you do something in HQ, and then it shows you like who reported you. That could be an issue.
Isn't it a fundamental freedom in the United States to address your accuser?
Yes.
Yeah, but
That's
we're a
what-
Habbo military. It's just going to cause a whole bunch of
Have you
drama.
looked at our military? It looks like I made the U.S. government, and just nobody's picked up on it.
We don't elect
I'm
officials.
confused
Yes.
on why
Yes.
our tents look like a jail.
I have a question. When are we going to merge with the White House? Like,
I'm
should happen.
I'm in
Top
conversation.
sec.
good.
What did you ask, Rue?
I said I'm confused on why our tents look like a jail.
Because this place is a prison.
I can imagine David on top of that
Kind of
watchtower,
bullshit.
you know, all water gun hand on the holster, ready to squirt some recruits.
I don't know. This was Ask Max. Max designed this HQ. Surprise, surprise.
Twitch question, Jack. Are you thinking of getting an executive secretary?
Not right now, no.
Oh, that's a
Great
good one.
answer. I think we all knew that. Okay, and what about the proposal to make the oath of enlistment
Oh,
mandatory?
that failed.
That failed.
Really?
apparently.
Then get it out of the question period, Jack. Come on.
I'll do it at the pace I want.
I was gonna.
Yeah. I think we all know who that is.
Joe.
Yep.
Welcome back.
I mean, I get with what he was suggesting is realistic, but it just really doesn't have a purpose on Habbo.
I just imagine like a line of like cat nines, like horrible grammar, just like.
All right, Jack. Question from Matt. What in the blue hell is the point in the rooms leading from the SOC entrances to the Pentagon?
I got bored and designed them.
Scenery.
It's really scenery. It's I moved my office off my main account, put it on the RC